Well, joining us now is Rob Lyons from the group Action on Consumer Choice, which supports people's right to smoke. Rob, good to see you this morning. Thanks very much for coming in. So Nick's report there talking about not just the health issues of smoking on beaches, but also the knock-on effect of rubbish and litter. And that's one of the things that's come through from our viewers, particularly one of their annoyances is cigarette butts and the fact that they cause such a blight on the landscape.
Yeah, so I hate litter as much as anybody else, no doubt about that. But a smoking ban doesn't really help with that, and the justification. The justification for the. I'll come back to that in a moment. The justification for the this ban from Brighton Council is that about children's health, and as people were saying in that video clip there. There's absolutely no way that smoke outside in the open air, which is going to blow away, can possibly affect anybody's health. In terms of litter, I think, yes, I mean, if litter is an irritation, then they should do more to prevent litter of all sorts. It could be drink cans, it could be fast food wrappers or whatever. There might be more patrols, it might be more signs to say to people, look, please don't drop litter. But actually, in terms of the smoking ban...
Smokers know, though. I mean, we're talking about smoking particularly, exactly. And no one would argue that actually it's beer cans, it's crisp packets, it's everything. But smokers know that the cigarette butts, I don't think, you know, you see outside buildings now, because you can't smoke inside buildings, you have sort of cigarette bins for cigarettes, and they'll be stuffed, rammed full, and then the cigarettes are all over the floor. Smokers know that they're just going to leave them on the floor. I
know, and that's one of the ironies of the smoking ban. In the past, people would have left them in the ashtrays indoors, and now, because of the smoking ban, they're outdoors on the street, because people... unfortunately, are lazy, and I find that's an irritating habit as much as anybody else.
They're probably not emptied frequently enough as well.
Exactly, so there's lots of practical ways in which you could deal with litter, but you don't need to have an outdoor smoking ban in order to do so.
Places like Brighton, the beaches get very busy, and it's about consideration, isn't it? Yeah. Many people have been commenting this morning saying that they don't have a problem with smoking as long as people are considerate when they're sitting next to them.
And I think that applies to lots of other things that people can do on beaches as well. A little group of youngish people, like with some kind of stereo, you know, people getting leery because they're having a few drinks. You know, there's all sorts of ways in which we have to negotiate between ourselves things, and if we just ban everything and make it a legal issue, I think that's very bad for our personal relations. We don't learn to negotiate between each other when people around us are doing irritating things. OK,
we're out of time for the time being, Rob, but I know you're going to come back, I think, aren't you? And we've got lots and lots of viewers on this. Louise Gardner saying the same as you were just saying, beer cans and litter lying on the beach is much more important. Stacey White, I think smoking outside is fine. I'm a smoker. I always clean up after myself. If it's a public place, don't sit next to someone who's smoking if you don't want to. Tracy Shaw thinks smoking should be banned in public. I think the only place a smoker should smoke is in their own home.